Welcome to today's explainer. We're jumping right in today because we're taking a really fascinating look at something you use every single day, the front door of your home. We're going to completely rethink what it means to turn a lock, because upgrading to a high-tier smart lock, it isn't just about security anymore. It is an investment in frictionless living. We're talking about leveraging tech to actively buy back your time, your money, and your energy. Okay, let's dive into this. Picture this scenario. How often do you find yourself standing on your own porch in the pouring rain, arms completely full of groceries, or, wrestling a squirming kid, and you're just fumbling around in your pockets for your keys? It's a universal frustration, right? Sure, it might only be 30 seconds a day, but that is 30 seconds of pure friction. And over a week, a month, a year, that time, and honestly, that annoyance really adds up. So that brings us to the core philosophy of this explainer, frictionless living. The absolute most requested enhancement for smart home devices right now isn't about having the flashiest tech. It's about automation that actually buys back your time. It's about eliminating those little daily hassles, whether that means skipping a Saturday trip to the hardware store to cut a spare key, or just having the absolute peace of mind that your house secures itself the second you walk away. To show you exactly how to achieve this, we're spotlighting the top 5 high-end smart locks on the market right now. And we're not just reading off a spec sheet. We're breaking down their absolute most unique enhancements and the exact return on investment you're going to get from each one. Let's kick things off with the Schlage Encode Plus. This thing is widely considered the gold standard for residential smart locks, and its unique enhancement is all about the Apple ecosystem. It is an absolute Apple NFC powerhouse. You literally unlock your door just by tapping your iPhone or Apple Watch against it, exactly like you're paying for coffee. And the best part? It works even if your iPhone battery is completely dead, no way you're getting locked out. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer physical robustness paired with all that tech. It boasts an ANSI Grade 1 security rating. That is literally the highest possible rating for residential locks. It's got built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so no extra hubs needed, which is great. It's incredibly durable, built to take decades of abuse. The trade-offs, though, it definitely carries a premium price tag, and that interior thumb-turn housing is pretty bulky on the inside of your door. But check out the ROI, starting with the most important number, 0. That is the exact amount of time you'll spend standing there opening an app you're punching in a code. Your time ROI is totally maximized through that tap to unlock feature. And your energy ROI? Phenomenal. Because this lock integrates so seamlessly into your smart home, you can set it up so your house automatically turns off all the lights and drops the thermostat the exact second that deadbolt clicks shut behind you. Next on our radar is the Yale Assure Lock 2 Touch. Now, if you are a smart home tinkerer, you're going to absolutely love Yale's unique enhancement here. It's all about modular biometric future-proofing. Instead of a rigid one-size-fits-all lock, Yale lets you actually swap out the internal network modules rather than replacing the entire lock when technology inevitably changes. Under the hood, this thing is packing a blazing fast biometric fingerprint scanner, an anti-peep touchscreen, and a really sleek, compact design. That fingerprint reader is an absolute game changer for those moments when your hands are full. But the real magic is that modular network slot in the back. It takes interchangeable Wi-Fi, Z-Wave, or Matter modules. The only insider tip I'll give you is this. If you do opt for the Wi-Fi module, it tends to chew through batteries a lot faster than the Bluetooth or Z-Wave options. So the crucial point is, you save about $270. Think about it. Let's say in 2 years you decide, hey, I'm switching my whole smart home from a Google Wi-Fi setup to a Z-Wave system. With any other lock, you'd literally be throwing out a $270 piece of hardware. But with the Yale, you just pop out the old module, slide in a cheap new one, and you are entirely future-proofed. It's a massive money ROI. But what if you want the whole shebang? Every conceivable feature packed into a single device without paying top dollar. Enter the UltraLock Bolt Fingerprint Matter Edition. Its unique enhancement is universal Matter value. You're getting 6 different entry methods and highly advanced thread support, all on a surprisingly reasonable budget. The feature list on this one is kinda nuts. You get a 6-in-1 entry system, fingerprint, keypad, app, voice, auto unlock, and a good old-fashioned physical key. It boasts Matter over Thread support, so it plays nice across Apple, Google, and Amazon platforms simultaneously. Plus, it's got IP65 weather resistance. You are basically getting flagship specs for around $200, saving you anywhere from $70 to $100 compared to rivals. The only slight drawbacks, the companion app is a little less refined, and the design is definitely on the utilitarian side. And this brilliantly illustrates the real-world difference. If you've ever dealt with older Wi-Fi locks, you know that agonizing 5-second cloud lag while the app talks to a server in another state just to open your front door. It's infuriating. Ultralock's unique enhancement of thread and matter connectivity completely eliminates that. You get near instantaneous response times when you're operating the lock remotely. And that same thread protocol, it dramatically boosts your energy and money ROI too. Because a thread network basically just sips battery life instead of gulping it down like Wi-Fi does, you're only looking at changing your batteries every 8 to 12 months. That completely bypasses the headache of swapping them out every 3 months. Moving on, we found a real hidden gem in the smart home space, the Aqara Smart Lock U200. Aqara's unique enhancement focuses squarely on localized guest access. This lock is an absolute powerhouse if you need to manage multiple users, like an Airbnb or a busy family. And crucially, it does it all while keeping your data localized, not pinging it off distant cloud servers. The specs on the U200 are top-notch. It's got Apple HomeKey support, a fingerprint reader, and you can generate temporary or scheduled-based keypad codes in seconds, right from the app. Because it processes everything locally, the response times are just phenomenal. Now, the one caveat to keep in mind, and it's a big one, is that if you want to unlock its full remote potential outside of the Apple ecosystem, you're probably going to need to pick up a separate Aqara hub. But when we look at ROI, we are back to a beautiful zero. 0 trips driving all the way across town just to hand off a spare key to a dog walker, $0 spent on clunky physical lock boxes hanging off your doorknob, and 0 fees paid to property management services just to handle access. It's a huge time and money saver. Let's move to our final pick and see how this builds out the options. What if you rent your apartment? Or, you just really love the beautiful vintage hardware you already have? Enter the August Wi-Fi Smart Lock 4th generation. Its unique enhancement is what we call the renter's retrofit. It solves the smart lock problem without actually forcing you to replace your deadbolt. The brilliance of this retrofit design is that you only swap out the interior thumb turn of your lock. From the outside, it looks untouched. So you keep your physical keys, but you gain built-in Wi-Fi and, honestly, arguably the most pristine app experience on the market. The trade-offs? It runs on CR123 batteries, which are a bit pricier and have a shorter life, and the unit itself is pretty bulky on the inside of the door. But the time ROI here, it's fantastic. We're talking a lightning-fast 10-minute install. You don't have to remove or realign complex exterior deadbolts, so you skip hours of DIY frustration. It protects your security deposit and saves on rekeying costs. Plus, its legendary auto-unlock feature uses geofencing to sense when you pull into the driveway, automatically unlocking the door as you walk up. That is an energy ROI of absolute zero effort on your part. So let's tie all this together into a quick matrix so you can match your specific lifestyle to the right unique enhancement. If you want 0-second entry, Schluggy's NFC tap is your best bet. If future-proofing saves you the most cash, Yale's modular design is a no-brainer. For maximum feature value, Ultralock keeps about $100 in your pocket. If you manage guests, Aqara's localized management buys your time back. And if you're a renter looking for zero install headaches and geofencing, August is your go-to. So, what does this all mean for you? Well, it brings us to the absolute most important question for you to consider today. How much do you truly value your time? And which of these unique enhancements will you use to buy it back? Frictionless living isn't some luxury of the future anymore. It's a choice you can literally make for your front door today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to take a look at your own daily routines to see exactly where you can invest in getting your time back.